Groovy, motherfuckers.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Not much, man.
Just hanging out in the Enterprise now. Not doing too much.
Yeah.
Wearing my dope Burial Ground t-shirt that Two Gun gave me. Love this.
You
Love
bought
that shirt. No, I think Two Gun gave that to me.
No. You bought
I
that.
bought it.
That's the same one that I have. That's the Severance.
Two Gun, did you buy that for me, Two Gun? Tell me he's dead in the chat.
I think I know what you buy for yourself better than anybody. You bought that because you bought that shirt for me in the Severin pack with the 4K of Burial Ground.
Maybe.
He bought you the one with the classic cover, man. With the classic OG cover, like with the skull.
Oh, okay.
And I can never forget that either, because I remember when he fucking sent me the picture, I was like, he's gonna fucking shit. Which I actually still like the one that Two Gun got you better. See, I got the
This one's not bad.
No, not at all. I
got Michael and his mom in there.
I love. Well, it'd be a little bit better if Michael was chomping at the tit, but
I think next year that'd be a good one to. That'd be a good one to do for Mother's Day, because I think that's a fine Mother's Day movie, Burial Ground.
Yeah, but yeah, I just love that original poster. That's all. But yeah, I absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Well, a great one.
Speaking of great ones, we have a great one to review tonight. We watched it a few nights ago.
Yeah, on Kick, we recently watched Thursday.
Mine's over there.
Did a watch along for Re-Animator, so figured I know Scarp had mentioned a few times he wanted to do Bride of Re-Animator, so I was like, fuck it, man, we might as well, but we got to do Re-Animator first. So I can't even believe we haven't done this one yet either. It's just such an easy one. It's just such a easy movie, such a great watch. But
that's right. I give it a 5. See you later, guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, it's a 5 all day. No,
that's it. Have a good night.
I'm curious.
Shortest show ever.
And it looks, this has a 4K restoration too of the unrated version. So there's an R-rated version, but who the fuck wants to see that?
Yeah, I don't know. Is the R-rated version on that disc? I don't think it is.
No, it probably was on the deluxe edition. This is me and you. There was like a bigger, but I wouldn't even want. I don't even care about the R-rated. I just want the.
Well, the R-rated version is actually longer than this version. This version was 86. The R-rated version was 93 because they took a lot of non-gory stuff that was cut from the movie and put that in the place of the gory stuff. Specifically, that whole subplot that we mentioned about Dr. Cook, what was Carl, what was that guy's name, the tall guy, the head?
The head,
Yeah, Dr. Hill. He had, remember, they kind of briefly touched upon the fact that he could hypnotize people.
Yes. I
That was
only
expanded.
remember that because of the behind the scenes, Stuart Gordon.
Yeah, that was expanded in the R-rated version and cut in the unrated version. And in fact, in the R-rated version, it's alluded to that the dean was under his hypnosis, whereas in this version, they clearly say he was lobotomized. So there's a little bit of a difference. There is also a European cut that takes everything that was in the R and everything that was in the unrated, merges them to a 105-minute cut. I don't know where you can get that one, but there's supposedly another cut too.
Oh, yeah, I definitely would. I mean, obviously, I'd love to watch all the cuts. I'm curious because Two Gun has an Anchor Bay DVD. I wonder if his is R-rated or if he's got the unrated one.
I don't remember. I know there was some R-rated ones a long time ago.
Well, his would be a long time ago. No, I'm looking. He sent me a back of his. It's unrated, or it says not rated.
Yeah, I think I have another. I have a DVD of Re-Animator, and I wonder if that has the R-rated cut.
Two Gun has like an Anchor Bay DVD, but you might just have like an old regular one. Before we get fully into Re-Animator, do a little horror news. They finally dropped. Did you see they dropped that new Beetlejuice trailer?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but
they show. Well, they did show like that it's gonna have a shit ton of practical effects. So I'm super excited about that. Like, I think almost all. I'm sure there is gonna be a bit CGI, but from everything I saw,
what's good about Beetlejuice is the fact that even though it's been like 20 years, because of all the makeup, you won't even be able to tell Michael Keaton is aged.
Yeah.
Oh, it should be okay.
Well, and that's another good reason that they're keeping it, because that would have been so terrible if just the new one would have been CGI. Because then if you watch them back to back, it would have been just like, these are total. Like, I want it to feel like the same world. You know what I mean? And from the trailer, it really does kind of seem like that. You know?
Yeah. Well, it was cartoony. Beetlejuice was always cartoony.
Exactly. Yeah, and even though it's Tim Burton, it's like people, they change, their styles grow, and it's not. So, and this movie is what I think Evan said, it was like a movie that I think is like 40 years old. I mean, 30 some. It's been a long time since the OG one.
Yep.
And it's a Blumhouse bringing My Bloody Valentine franchise back to life exclusive. I don't think they should do that.
No, what more can they do with that plot?
They'll probably end up making it fucking PG-13. Like,
I was happy with the original and the remake.
Blumhouse used to be very strong, man, and I feel like they have really just gone too commercial. They've gone so commercial. I get a lot of people do like their stuff. They drop some decent stuff from time to time. They have not really dropped anything though that has like knocked my socks off in a long time. You know what I mean? NECA has been announcing a shit ton of new releases, and I know you just showed me this the other day. Big fan of American Werewolf in London. They just announced the 2-pack of David and Jack.
Yeah, they nailed the faces on those.
They nailed them, and it looks like they're doing what I wanted, and actually a little bit more. You get like a slight werewolf kind of transformation of David, and then you can actually change the clothes out for Jack. And look at that Scarvet. You could change out like his vest and his arm, and he's got a couple different heads, which that I was hoping he would have at least like 2 or 3 heads, because there are phases in his like as he's aging or decrepit or going more and more decrepit. Rian Johnson just announced another Knives Out sequel, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out. mystery comes to Netflix 2025. And I really love the first one. Second one, I did really enjoy. It's a little bit more easy to figure out the first one or the second one than the first one. I thought the second had an absolutely incredible cast, as did the first one. But second one, just the story didn't hit as hard as the first one. But I definitely did love them both. But I would give the first one a little bit more of a, win on that. But I hope the third one, knocks it out the park as well. And it seems Ryan Johnson has kind of found his niche because the guy should never do Star Wars again. What up, Evie? Billy, hey, yo, brother. Two Gun, what up, my brother? As always, slash that like button. Welcome to DH. Carolina, GT, what's up, my guys? Thanks for coming in tonight. Hey, what's up, Warren? Good night. Great show. You're out already, Billy? This and From Beyond are the bollocks, man. I could not agree more. I was just, when Scarphead gets back, I'll be asking him what his favorite, if not favorite, Stuart Gordon, maybe top 3. What's the longest running time? I'm not sure. I know that these ones are, there's one that unrated is 86. I got the Re-Animator 2007 DVD. 2 discs set, but it didn't come with the syringe prop. Uh-oh. Damn, that would have been sick to get the syringe prop. Yeah, mine's just 1 disc, and I was looking. It did seem like I had about the same features that you have. Like I said, though, Beetlejuice 2 trailer, definitely check that out. And if you're a fan, that show Evil with the guy who played Luke Cage, it's on Paramount now, but the final season is now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. So if you're into that, you go check that out. I never really got into that show. It looks decent. I have to check it out sometime, but I hear it's better now that it's on Paramount, from what Scarphead said. But I can't really hear him because he's muted.
Yeah, I watched the first year it was on the network. I watched it. It was okay, but I understand it got better on Paramount Plus.
It was a little bit darker, right?
Yeah, it was kind of TV-ish.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is great in both because him and Barbara Crampton's roles flip-flop from Re-Animator to From Beyond. So I like that you kind of saw them do kind of reverse roles in each movie. James Wan just said that he was producing a dark reboot of the Munsters after the, Rob Zombie one, because I think the Rob Zombie one was actually fairly successful. It was just a lot of people were pissed off that we didn't get a black and white version to this day, because Scarphead was able to edit a black and white version, and I watched that black and white version night and day. I don't know what it is, but when you watch it in color, and you can tell Rob Zombie purposely filmed it, because when you watch it, it's all these bright colors. He did that because I think deep down he always had planned, I'm going to do a color version just to make the studio happy, but for the fans, for myself, because he's a huge Munsters fan, he's like, I'm doing it this way so I can get a black and white, and somehow they never let him do it. I still cannot believe it's like the fucking Snyder. How does the Snyder cut get a black and white version of the Justice League, but we can't get a black and white version
of
the
that makes sense.
I never care. Yes, I'm so glad we got the Snyder cut, but I didn't need it to be black and white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Rob Zombie was a huge fan, and he got the program and the movie, and the movie he made was a good compromise between the program and like making him a little bit more, dark kind of. Yeah. But to go all out and make it like a horror movie, I think is a mistake.
So the Munsters are the Munsters because they're light and dark at the same time. You don't take them fully dark. Speaking of, because I guess Scream Factory has that Monsters Go Home. Do you have that Blu-ray?
I think I got it on DVD.
I guess Scream Factory did a Blu-ray for it, and they recorded a new commentary for it, and Rob Zombie did the commentary on it. So
Yeah.
I'd actually, it's always really expensive though. It's always like full price. So,
Yeah, I never really cared for the movie, and once again, that's in color too. So
oh yeah, I know. That one I did. That was the only color one I liked as a kid though. It's not
it was
perfect.
okay.
It's not perfect, but I did like that one as a kid. But I watched it as a kid, so you know what I mean. But yeah, that definitely should not be dark. And it looks like Adam Wingard, director of King Kong or Godzilla versus Kong and Godzilla X Kong, not returning to follow up Godzilla X Kong. So,
No loss.
well,
No loss there.
we'll see who they get to replace him. That's the thing. I wouldn't say because he at least made the last two watchable. Where whoever the fuck did the first Godzilla, come on,
Yeah.
come on.
No, I agree. I agree.
They're
It was pretty
still fun and watchable, but you know they could be
pretty
better.
pretty soulless CGI effects fest in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, after watching Godzilla -1, it's tough to go back.
right. And if you're a fan of that video game, Warner Brothers video game Multiverses, I guess they added a new character, Jason Voorhees. So, and NECA selling Over the Rainbow Elvira variant action figure to benefit humans' rights campaign. I do need an Elvira, but
They just keep on taking the same one and putting it in a different.
I want the one in the black dress or the red dress. Those are the ones. Because I don't have an Elvira yet. And yeah, I think that's what I got. That's all I got this week. What is this? Yeah, Mayfair Watch.
Yeah, don't forget Furiosa opened.
Fury, thank you. I knew I was trying to think of something. I knew I was forgetting something. Furiosa just came out. And
a Violent Manner is coming out next week.
I was going to say, I'll remind them again next week, but In a Violent Nature will be out next Thursday as well, which is like a point of view slasher movie. I can't wait for that one. Looks really good, and I'm super hyped for Furiosa. I'm going to try to go watch that tomorrow, which I believe you said you are going to do the same as well. Actually, well, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try to go maybe early afternoon. I'm very excited for it. I'm more of an Addams Family fan. Yeah, I always loved the two Addams Family movies growing up with Christina Ricci.
I hope it's good. I don't know. I've seen a few reviews that basically have said it's a great movie, but it wasn't needed. I mean, basically, then they told her whole story in Fury Road.
Yeah,
they told her whole story.
Yeah,
we're just gonna see it.
Right. Well,
do we need to see it? Oh, I guess.
It's not, I'm maybe not even really there to see Furiosa's story. I'm more there just to see the badassery. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we should have just got like a sequel or brought Mel Gibson back for the sequel he wants or whatever, you know.
Bring him back as a very old Max wandering the wasteland.
Yeah, well, that theory that you said, I actually really liked, where Mad Max or Tom Hardy's Max isn't really Max; it's the kid growing up. And then,
well, it wasn't my theory, but that's what they've been saying for years. That,
well, yeah, what you had told me.
That was the feral kid in that Mad Max, which makes sense because he acted like, you know.
We'll have to watch. We'll have to watch those three Mad Max movies because.
Yeah, I'll probably watch Fury Road after I see Furiosa tomorrow. I'll watch that.
Well, I want to watch the Mel Gibson ones too, man. I think I have the first one. I don't have 2 and 3, unless you might have sent. Did you send me Thunderdome? Maybe.
I think I sent you that in Road Warrior on Blu-ray at least.
I don't know. I swear I'm missing one. I'm either missing 1 or 2. I'll have to look and let you know. Yeah. So yeah, go check out Furiosa, guys. So we're hearing some good stuff about it, and be on the lookout for In a Violent Nature, because that looks like it's going to be a really fun one. So yeah, back into Re-Animator, y'all. So I was curious before I forget, Stuart Gordon, man, legend, bro, legendary, one of the best guys to work with Charlie Band. Um, what would be your favorite Stuart Gordon? Maybe top three. Give me if it's you know what I mean. Because if you another thing I know you know as a collector, Stuart Gordon movies are hard as fuck to get on physical media. They go out of print very easily, and once they're out of print, they like never come back. There are
Well,
so many.
Reanimator would be number one without a doubt.
Number one, which that's
Me.
his first movie as well too. So
After that, From Beyond is a real good one.
yeah,
Trying to see what else he's got here.
he's got Dagon. That movie Stuck. What's the Robot Jocks? Castle Freak. He didn't direct it, but he wrote the script for The Dentist. But Brian Yuzna directed it. Honey, We Shrunk the Kids. He wrote the script for. I love Dagon. That's a good one. The Pit and the Pendulum. Fortress. Daughter of Darkness. Dolls. Love Dolls. That's a Re-Animator, From Beyond. Dolls. Robot Jocks.
He did. I didn't know he did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He wasn't the director though.
He wrote the
He
script.
was the writer.
He did direct an episode in the TV series. But yeah, he was basically the creator of the
I
story.
didn't realize he wrote that '93 Body Snatchers either.
Yeah, I didn't know
Space
that.
Truckers.
Which I've never seen the '93 one. Doesn't that have
Yeah, I think
oh, I thought Daniel.
I think it's definitely his first three films: Re-Animator, From Beyond, and Dolls. In that order.
Yeah.
Top three. And I'd throw in Robot Jocks in his honorable mention.
The Robot Jocks has a huge. You need to watch that movie Stuck. That's a good one. That's a really good one. And that's not even really a horror movie. That's more of like a real life scenario. But his last movie, Stuck, fucking fantastic. Dagon, we could do Dagon on DHS at some point. I love Dagon. Dagon is one of my favorites. Yeah, mine would probably first would definitely be Re-Animator, From Beyond, and yeah, I'd probably go Dolls as well. I might Dolls and what was it? Dolls and
I mean, if we're staying with his directing
Dolls and
stuff,
Dagon might be tied. Dolls and Dagon might be tied. Dagon is a fantastic one.
yeah, I haven't seen that. So,
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, Best John did a really, really cool release on that one. Really
that's a great cover.
great cover.
How long ago did that come out?
This is number 16, so it's been out, but I bet you could still get it with the slip. Actually, I meant to return.
Looking now.
There was kind of a like a crease in the slip, and that pissed me off because I love that cover art on that. But yeah, I mean, Stuart Gordon, just a straight up legend. That's for damn sure.
Well, $33.
Yeah, it was always an expensive one. I think I got it for like 20-ish. I'm sure you could find it cheaper.
I can get the DVD for 13 and the VHS for 5.
Yeah, I would stick with the Best John. I'm sure you could find it cheaper somewhere else.
Oh, hold on. No, I see the best one here. The one I was looking at was the 24 $24.
24, yeah. Yeah, it's really crazy how the old, like, I'd say Vestron 1 to 17 ending on Maximum Overdrive, and then once it got to Shivers, they launched their new line from like 12 to 15 bucks. But from 1 to 17, those movies went from like an easy $23 to $30.
Yeah, I almost bought I was in Walmart the other day.
there's
I almost
still
bought the Steelbook on Shivers, but I'm not really a fan of that movie. So
yeah, me either. I do. I would have liked to get the Steelbook for Little Monsters. That's a good one. Or a Layer in the White Worm. That's I don't own that one. Period. So I do want that one. What was the other one that was a good? The Gate. The Gate had a really good Steelbook from Vestron. But I want them to do like Layer of the White Worm. That one's a hard one to get for their like old version. I want them to do like either the ones that are harder to get or ones that are new instead of like just doing ones that we can easily like the Gate is an easy one to get. Shivers, that's an easy one to get. Little Monsters, another one that's easy to get. For some reason, I don't know if Little Monsters is as easy to get with the slip though. But yeah, so I mean,
yeah,
Re-Animator,
no.
dude. Kicking off this, and originally they wanted to do this as like I think they wanted to do this as like a series, or they had talked about doing like H.P. Lovecraft, like
It
one
was a
shot
television.
episodes.
Yeah, it was a television script at one point.
Yeah, because if you go through this guy's filmography, you can see that most of the movies he's done were H.P. Lovecraft. I mean, from Castle Freak, From Beyond. I don't think Dolls was. Pit and the Pendulum. The guy was a huge
That
fan
was a good poem.
of H.P. Lovecraft, and he. I don't think anybody has done H.P. Lovecraft. From page to TV or theater like Stuart Gordon. He just really understood. You know what I mean? And it's funny because we got Suitable Flesh, which you didn't like as much, but that was supposed to be one of Stuart Gordon's last films. But when he got sick and he ended up dying, I guess he said that he wanted the script because Dennis Paoli, who I believe wrote the script for this because he did all of them. Or no, wait. Screenplay of this is by Stuart Gordon, William J. Norris, and Dennis Paoli, who Dennis Paoli worked on almost like all of Stuart Gordon's scripts. He did the script for Suitable Flesh. So, I mean, make this be your movie that's like your debut. I mean, we all knew this was something fucking special. You know what I mean? Like, it was just absolutely nuts, man.
Yeah, it was a classic. The first time I
remember
saw it,
renting
and saw
this.
nothing like that.
I remember when I rented this. I mean, obviously it'd been out for a long time, but when I rented this on VHS, which I believe it was an old Vestron video too, I just didn't even know what I was watching. I was like, what? Like looking back, like making sure, like, Mom can't come see me watching this. I'll never get to watch it again. I had, you know what I mean? Like at any scene, if she would have came in, I had the volume like low as hell. I'm like, Mom can't know I'm watching this.
Mom walks in doing the head scene.
Yeah. What the fucker is this? This isn't cable TV. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I remember one time she caught me watching something fucking bad like that, and I think it was like Baby Boy or something. She's like, "Is this live TV?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And she's like, "Well, how come the channel's not fucking changing?" And then she hit pause, and it just paused. She's popped the tape out, and she's like, "You son of a bitch." She's like, "Who bought you this?" I was like, "You did." She's like, "No, I didn't." I was like, "You just didn't know what you were buying me. I knew what you were buying, but you didn't know." Just like one day, dude, she like told me for years I couldn't get the American pies. Then like one day I just like was like, "Can I get these?" And she was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And I was like, "What? You always told me I couldn't get them." And in my head, but she must not have been. She must have had a lot going through her head that day, and she let me get those. But I was a little bit older too at the time, maybe like 13 to maybe like 15.
Dylan was 25 at that point.
At that point, I'd have bought them myself, motherfucker. I just had her swipe her card. But yeah, man. I mean, you got Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Gordon, Bruce. What's his name? Bruce
Abbott.
Bruce Abbott. Just knocked, and David Gale, of course.
And David Gale, he was always in all those type of movies, playing that type of character.
And
he excelled at it.
Yeah, David Gale. I mean, all these guys, man, just knocked it out of the park. They did exactly what they needed to do.
But we even said when we were watching this the other night, would they and could they make the Re-Animator today? They could make it, and they could make the gore, but they definitely couldn't make a lot of the sex stuff. That would never fly.
Even the gore, I don't think they would do it the way that
I
you'd
think
have to
the
get
gore
like
could be. I mean,
it could be done, but would they do it?
it would have to be it would have to be an indie. It would have to be an indie. It wouldn't be a studio film.
And I honestly, I feel like you need Nicotero and his boys to do it. Because who did the effects on this? I want to say, was it Beekler? Anthony Dublin and John Nolan. And additional makeups by John Beekler. So, because I could imagine there was a shit ton of,
Maybe we can give that to the Terrifier guy after he's done with Terrifier 3.
Beekler.
Go make a remake
who did
for
our
this.
favorite makeup for Jason, the Part 7.
Mm-hmm.
Which John Carl Beekler was just an absolute legend. I mean, you had so many legends working on this. I mean, this started Combs' career. It started Barbara Crampton, which she did disappear from the scene for a while after, I think Castle Freak and all that. But she has come back now. She dropped out of the scene for like 20 years, had a family.
Well, I think she went and had kids and had a family and did that type of stuff.
But a lot of people, they would still do, you know what I mean? But I think she kind of got sick of it too. And then once there was such a huge fan base and, she came back for a movie we did review that Tugam recommended, You're Next. That was her first debut back. So, and she's been on fire ever since. I think she's been doing a lot of great stuff. But that's another thing. You can make this today, but who the fuck's playing Herbert West, Scarphead? I mean, Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs, man, he's still fine.
Oh, but if they would try to they should.
Actually, what you could do is give Combs the David Gale part.
Instead of that wouldn't be bad. They were supposed to make like a 4th Re-Animator, but then because Beyond Re-Animator, like they had a lot of trouble on, and it was like poorly received. If you go and watch the Bestron for this and watch Brian Yuzna's interviews and all that, he talks about how they had a lot of other plans for this movie that didn't get to happen, and for a sequel.
Combs went on to play some every alien known to man in all the Star Treks, and he didn't just play.
That's not why though.
He didn't just play background characters. He played notable characters in all the shows. So he does a good job. He's a good actor.
Yeah. No, he's a fantastic actor. I mean, Frighteners, him in Frighteners is hysterical. He is so good in Frighteners. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's so good in that. Yeah, Barbara Crampton is still hot as shit. But
the reason why I think this movie was successful is the balance between the comedy and the gore and the sex stuff. But it's a funny movie. It has so many good lines in it.
Oh yeah.
They all nail it, and of course the practical effects are just so good in it.
Yeah. So I'm curious, man. I kind of talked on my first time when I rented this from the video store. What was the first time you watched this?
I probably when it came on video back in like '85.
You didn't see this in the theater or the drive-in?
No. I don't think it played that long. By that point, in the '90s, there wasn't a lot of drive-ins left, even here. So
yeah.
No, it's not on video.
Really? Yours were gone by the '90s? I had one right down the street, and it lasted till about 2005, I'd say. And I still do have one, which I'm going to make it a habit to go this summer. Me and my family, we always.
Yeah, we only had a couple that were not that close. They were all pornos.
Really?
So.
The one we have now is about 25 minutes. Not terrible. I'd say, about 25 minutes.
Yeah, you're lucky still
maybe
got
20. One, yeah. It only has 2 screens, but I think most had only 2 screens. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, the one we're a good hour and 15 minutes away from England winning.
Really, we actually have 2, but I think the second one is maybe 30 minutes. So we got the other one is always pretty good.
I'd love to see him try again, but with the movies doing
I would
nothing.
love it, especially now that like VHSs are back. I think the drive-in could work, honestly. Yeah, there's a reason like the one 25 minutes away is still making money. They lasted through COVID too, man. They lasted through
Yeah,
COVID.
well,
That's another big feat right there. I mean, for all drive-ins were just shutting down, and this one lasted. But I mean that's huge. But they were playing older movies. I remember we went to go see. We had nothing to do, and we went to go see
mm,
Big and another movie. And I remember next door they were doing Superman 1 and 2, and
mm.
that thing was sold the fuck out. That thing was packed for Superman. They were doing some good movies though, man. It's always fun. Always a fun time at the drive-in. But yeah. So you just rented this at the video store, huh? Or maybe when you were a video store clerk, this one was probably big.
Never a clerk. I was a manager, but by that
Oh,
point,
manager. Oh, you just started off straight up as a manager?
yeah.
Oh wow, look at you.
But it was out already for like 5, 6 years by the time, or even longer probably.
Really?
So I would have seen this on VHS. I would have rented it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Was this your first movie you saw by Gordon too, or maybe did you see From Beyond or Dolls first, possibly?
No, this was probably the first one.
Yeah.
And then after that, you search out the other ones. Because From
Yeah.
Beyond was never quite as popular as Re-Animator.
Yeah.
Popular, but not quite.
Well, as you know, Empire also put this out. Because Charlie Band, it's funny that Charlie Band was like all over this production wise and money wise, but his name is not on this at all besides Empire. If you don't know Empire, you know what I mean?
Mm.
You don't know Charlie Band had anything to do, but his brother, Richard Band, did the score for this movie. And I think we both can say he knocked
the
it
score.
out.
The score is great. But if you go back and listen to it, listen to the score and then go put Psycho on. It's close.
It's very close.
It's very close. A
Very
little bit
close.
of change.
But there's definitely it's not close like all the way. There's just a section where you hear it, and then like as you keep listening, then it completely changes. Like it's not like the entire thing, but there is a part where it's like like the violin part or whatever. But hey, man, I mean, that is a catchy.
He's a fan. He was a fan. I'm sure it was in the back of his head somewhere when he did it.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. But it's iconic, and that has been one thing that people have always talked about. It's ripped from Psycho, and all that. But I don't think it's completely ripped.
More of an homage.
It's an homage, yeah. But I absolutely love the movie, man. I love the score, love the practical effects. Herbert West just knocks it out the park. Dr. Hill, the head scene. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, those two characters make the movie because Bruce Abbott's a little flat. He's obviously he's the straight guy.
He's the goody two shoes.
Barbara Crampton's good, but she does disappear for a big part of the movie.
He's the goody two shoes, being kind of like, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to like, this could be huge for science, and I'm kind of being pulled into this. And then Barbara Crampton's like,
an honorable mention to the security guard that gets some great scenes. Reading Boudoir magazine.
He gets the fuck out of there.
Yeah. But I just love it. Yeah, I mean, and Jeffrey Combs establishes that character right from the get-go. He's just weird as fuck, but he's hilarious. And some of the lines he comes out with the, quoting with the bubblehead bleach blonde line and all those lines he had in that movie were just so great and iconic and funny.
He stole my work.
The dead cat is hilarious,
Yeah. Or when he kills Hill, and then he gets knocked out by the shovel, and he's like, "You stole my work." He's like, I killed him. He's like, so he's dead? He's like, not anymore. You know, Herbert is so fucking funny in this, man, because he's so weird, but you just love, you know what I mean? You just like, you just want to get inside the head of this fucking crazy genius.
And he even said he wasn't familiar with horror movies, didn't do any horror movies, and
Yeah.
he just nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah. And talk about totally made his career, man, after this. I mean, obviously, you know, Star Trek fans know him for what he's done, but you know what I mean? Horror fans, you know, he's got his head in both of those clouds, the Trek fan base and the horror fan base. I mean, those are two huge fan base, you know, nothing better. I mean, the only thing would have been crazier if he'd gotten to Star Wars too. You know what I mean? I mean, he really would be a big motherfucker, bro. Which in Frighteners, he worked with Peter Jackson as well. So I mean, he's worked with some great people, man.
And the majority of time he was in Star Trek, he was all working under pretty heavy prosthetics, you know, with his face covered, and still doing a great job.
He's a fantastic actor. He is really good.
It's all in his voice. I mean, when you know, if you go back and watch those characters on Star Trek, it was all in the voice because it was just, you know, as you said, he was pretty much covered up. He nails that part. He nails Herbert West in all three movies, I think.
Yeah,
he does a great job in it.
What do you think one of your favorite scenes would be?
I love that. I love the scene in the morgue when they come. You know, they set up earlier the body bags, and that scene later on in the morgue where all the body bags stand up and unzip her and start coming to life. I love that scene.
Yeah, that is a good one.
The scene at the end with the intestine is great, coming out and strangling him. We'll have to talk about how he's doing
when he strangles Barbara Crampton.
No, at the very end when he overdoses the body of Hill, and it just comes apart with the intestines.
Yeah,
I love that.
Overdose.
Yeah.
I told you, I have a theory.
And then, what was I gonna say about that? Of course, the head scene is great.
I was gonna say that's probably my favorite scene.
I love the cat stuff. It's really good too. I mean, this is so many good scenes.
Only Dennis or Stuart Gordon, Brian Yuzna, and Charlie Band could pull that off, you know.
And Barbara Crampton for being talked into it too. It's like, as Two Gun says when they're doing the breast manipulation, is like, we need another take on that. Take 6.
How long? She has some great tits, man. I tell you, great tits. Fantastic. She is just absolutely.
And special mention to the guy who played Dean Halsey. He was really in it too. I mean, this guy with his facial expressions and stuff, he nailed that character.
Robert Sampson.
Yeah, did a really good job. His facial expression.
He was in Dark Side of the Moon. He was Commissioner Jameson in Robot Jocks.
Yeah, he was in a lot of his movies. But he does a good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dean Halsey.
I'm guessing one of your favorite characters would probably either be Gale, David Hill, or Herbert West, right? Those two are the stars for sure.
Oh, yeah, without question.
Would you give one an edge over another, maybe? Or are they just tied for you? Because they're probably tied for me.
They're pretty tied. I mean, they're both good. And that was the whole point of the movie, is that Hill met his intellectual match in West, you know. So probably West was overcoming him too. So they were pretty unequal status in that movie, I thought. Replacing any one of them would have, made the movie not as good as it was, because they were both very good.
Yeah. And it's great, though, because we do get him back in the sequel. in Bride of
We do.
Re-Animator.
We do, even though Jeffrey Combs did die at the end of Re-Animator, and then we get the, of course, the horror sequel where some things are just ignored. You know.
Yeah. Well,
But
they do bring back Hill though in a good way, where I think it's, even though like his head was like kind of smashed and then thrown by Dean Halsey, somebody's like kept his head all these years or some shit. But I love Bride of Re-Animator. I forgive it just because it is so good still. It's so good. I wish they could
yeah,
have really
actually,
I wish they could have brought Crampton back though. That's my only gripe.
Bruce Abbott was actually, I thought, better in the second one than he was in the first one.
Because he's lost his loved one. He's actually like, he's kind of 1-1 with Herbert, but not as crazy still though. But it's kind of nice to kind of see that, like, you know. But yeah, dude. I mean, Herbert West, man, he fucking, him and Victor Von Frankenstein from, you know, James Whale's Frankenstein, bro. I mean, those are like 1-1 for me.
Two Guns says, did he really die? Well, that's true. Unless you see a body, which we did not see. He was just being dragged away. Don't assume somebody's dead. But
hey, who says he didn't get a little bit of his due? Who says Abbott didn't give him some of that green cocktail?
They could have just had a line at the beginning of the second. Oh, I got away just in the nick of time.
Well, it's weird too that they made this second one and it's all about bringing her back. Or I guess because they find her head, but it's like, didn't he try to bring her back instantly at the end of the first one too? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we don't know what happens because it just fades to black. But
yeah, but I guess he's got to give it a second try, you know. But I can't believe they couldn't get Barbara Crampton back for the second one to see if they say anything about the special features in that one, because Arrow did another great release for the second one. But I actually enjoy all three of them. The third one is definitely the weakest, but that one is just pure buffoonery, cheese, and fun.
Right.
The first two are actually like decent, good stories too. You know, they're just full all around great movies. But yeah, man, fucking just absolutely phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. And just no better way to, you know, fucking kick off your film career. I can't believe we got to get a 4K for this, man. And it has a 4K scan, so
probably will.
Arrow should be able to do it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Great one, man. Great special features. Honestly, we're able to check out any of the features, the whole documentary on there, a couple commentaries. I guess this even Re-Animator was turned into a musical. Did you know that?
Right. Yeah.
Re-Animator turned into a musical. Hey, Evil Dead was as well.
They'll make anything musical nowadays.
Yeah.
But without doubt, my favorite kill in the movie, if we're going to do favorite kills, is the decapitation of Hill. And the scene where he puts him, and he has to put him on a leather thing because his head won't stay up straight.
Yeah, we'll find out what the hell the name of that thing is.
It's like a leather stand, whatever. I don't know what they call it. But that's a great scene.
Yeah.
All the scenes where he has to walk around with his body, and the body's like going on, you know, feeling around. It's great.
Yeah.
What would be your favorite kill?
I'm trying to think. There's so many good ones. I do like when they get that one patient and Halsey comes in and then he's got like that fucking piece of like metal through his chest. It's like, like a mini anvil. He's like, what the fuck is this, security guy? He's like, Halsey went crazy here. He's like, no, he was just angry. Yeah, there was a funny thing too in Suitable Flesh that the black security guard was like the son of the original security guard. They made like little. Was he
reading Boudoir magazine?
Hell no. Yeah. He might have been. I'd have to look. But yeah. What would else be the favorite kill? Definitely the decapitation scene of Hill. That's always great. Um, and I do like, it's not a kill really, but I like when Barbara Crampton, when he's kind of like messing with her and she's on a table and she kicks the fake head off, and then you just see like the fake like what dummy that he used like to see parts of the brain or whatever.
Yes,
That
yes,
was
yeah. The
creepy.
head just
That was
stuck it
creepy as
on
hell.
there.
That like fake head that he was using, that was freaky as well. Um, but honestly, every kill in this I think is great. You know, the whole movie is just very well thought out, and all the practical effects, and just the whole ending with the overdose, and just all these you know undead going reanimated, nuts, man. It's just a hell of a way to end it, dude.
Yeah, the one at the end that gets Barbara Crampton, the one that's all burned up, was great.
Yeah, great. That was,
Prosthetic on him too.
yeah, that was really good too.
And then they get the hand, and the hand's still going like this on the floor.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, dude, and just all the stuff they do with Hill, with him, you know, his head and him kind of like having it sit underneath like a tape, like kind of sit in a place so his head's just sticking out. I mean, the hell he probably went through, you know, to do that. I'm sure he didn't get paid jack shit for this, you know, barely pennies, you know. But Hill, man, just he.
And kudos to Combs having to
Oh,
act against. Can you imagine trying to keep your straight face when he's talking to the dude in the under the table?
yeah.
His head's there. Imagine that. It wouldn't be easy, I don't think.
Nah, that would have been too funny, man. Especially not only where his head's like through the table, but then when he's the way he's talking, he's like, "You killed me."
Well, he's got no lungs, so what do you want?
But I love the way he talks to it, just like adds, you know, to the creep factor, man. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, this movie's just, it's got it all. It's got the horror, it's got the comedy, it's got a good story going for it. It's
Good
just
effects, good skin.
good effects, good skin, good score. Just a great movie, man. Great movie. As you said, bro, it's a 5 all day. All goddamn day. All day. Easily. Anybody in the chat want to disagree? It's
This is just a top tier.
yeah, man.
This is royalty.
Royalty, bro.
Horror royalty.
Let's see. Dude Gun says he needs to watch the sequels. I can't think of any reason not to give it less than 5 slips. I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we'll probably do a watch along in Bride very, very soon.
Yeah, well, we will be doing that here on DHS in the next coming months. So
Cool.
yeah, and then we'll we'll do Bride Beyond Re-Animator 2 at some point. Me and you could always do that, even as like a side 30-minute show if we really wanted to. But 1 and 2 definitely deserve a Saturday show. Me and you could always just do like a little 30-minute for Beyond, if we, you know, or we could make it a Saturday show. It does. I think it's good enough for a Saturday show, but you know, we'll see. So yeah, man, 5s all around for that. So it's just an easy 5. And next week we got us a good one. One I've been dying to do, because the remake is coming out. So I figured no better time. And Two Gun, I know, has been dying for me to review this, but someone deemed it not good enough for Horror Fest last year. So we're doing it now. And it's funny. It's funny. I believe this person just did this as a watch along on his Patreon. But we're doing The Crow, their OG one. And no better time because me and Scarphead just got the 4Ks, baby. So
I just watched
in
it.
the chat think this isn't really like a horror movie though. It's not like full on horror, but I think it's like
It's a horror fantasy.
yeah.
It's a revenge horror revenge.
Because
The guy's
obviously it's
dead.
based off a comic.
Comes back to life.
Yeah.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that. So I probably wouldn't have to watch it again because I just watched it.
Did you? Well, you can always just, you probably be good enough depending when you watch it or just throw it
That would be a good show for Two Gun to come on in place of me, but we'll talk about that.
But yeah, I can't wait to watch the 4K, which I believe you said the 4K looked really good.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. And I had forgotten that the guy who plays Winston, what's his name again?
Oh, did he take his word, Ernie Hudson? Did he take his word back after his watch along? Oh, did he? Well,
no, because it was on Patreon, so I don't think so.
A year too late. That could have been an incredible horror fest show, but whatever. Now, I mean, Scarpet will be talking about it, and no better time since, like I said, the 4K is out, and I believe
I had forgotten Ernie Hudson was in it.
Remake should be out like a week after, because I think I did this purposely because the remake should be coming out unless they pushed it. I thought the remake comes out in like a week, in like 2 weeks.
I don't know. I'll probably wait to see that when it comes on video or something.
But yeah, so I can't wait. I've been dying to do The Crow since Two Gun kind of threw it out there for me to do. So man, Two Gun's been getting a lot of good picks from me lately. You got anything you want to show before we get out of here? Speaking of, Scarpad and me will be doing a watch along on Kick. He's gonna be doing a movie called Pigs, motherfucker.
1973 Pigs looks good.
Yeah.
I've not seen it yet. We'll see. Nothing wrong with little pigs.
No.
Not Pig. Not the Nicolas Cage Pig. We're not doing that one. We're doing Pigs with an S.
Me and Scarpad thought about a double feature for Bride and Beyond, but Bride, I mean, we could, but Bride definitely deserves its own because Bride is really, really.
Yeah, I would be down to do that because you'd spend the majority of the time talking about Bride and with a few minutes set in the other one.
That's true.
So I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
And they're short movies to blow out, so no biggie.
True. Did you want to go first? Did you have anything you want to show?
No, I have nothing. No.
Whoa. Are we in the Twilight Zone? What the fuck is going on? August 23rd. No way. Did they push it back?
Probably.
They better not push back fucking Alien because I got shit prepared for Alien.
That's in August sometime too, I think.
I think that's August or something too because I wanted to do the first Alien, like.
Actually, I do have a couple of things I can show. Why don't you go ahead and do yours and I'll go grab them.
Yeah, because I wanted to do Alien though, right? Like the week that Alien Romulus is coming out, so I can give like me and Scarpad like a week to make sure we can go see it. Because that's one I definitely want to review. I don't know if I showed these last week. I don't think I did. But I got Nicolas Cage's newest A24 film, which he has I don't know if it's A24 or what, but he has a new movie coming out called Long Legs, which looks awesome. Like a detective thriller horror movie, but it looks so good. Maybe they did push it back. I thought it was coming out sooner, and maybe I fucked up. But Dream Scenario, really, pretty cool movie, man. It was only like $7.
It's all bone on the bottom of my foot.
Jeez. But yeah, if you didn't watch this, I know it is on HBO Max. I know Scarpad also enjoyed Dream Scenario, and I got The Thing on 4K. Fantastic movie. Fantastic. I absolutely love that. Another one of my favorite Hugh Jackman movies, Van Helsing. Oh, I've been wanting this for a long time on 4K.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Scarpad.
That little 3 for $33 action going there.
3 for $33. And he ended that with, he got The Thing, Van Helsing, and then he ended it with Megan. which is another one I did need. I was super happy to get these three, which it comes with the unrated cut, and it came with the slip. It's a pretty cool slip. One of the A24 or one of the Blumhouse movies that I did actually somewhat enjoy a lot more. Not perfect. It's not Chucky, but it's definitely good. Oh yeah, thank you too.
And the unrated version is better.
I got that. I switched out a couple. I switched out my Chucky ones, but I'm gonna be rearranging a bunch. It's just a pain in the ass, and I need to get like 6 more poster frames. So anybody ever want to donate to the channel, get some more poster frames. Yeah, I had to put that Killer Clowns one up, and I've been dying to put that. I had the Terrifier one sitting back there, where that other Dead Silence one is, but. And Scarpad sent. They were supposed to come Wednesday, man, and they came once again. Perfect timing. Scarpad sent me a little care package with, I believe, a few Blu-rays. And we were just talking about My Bloody Valentine. My Bloody Valentine 3D. I wonder, does this only have the 3D disc in it?
No, it's got the original version too.
Oh, I see. Yeah, 2D version.
Somebody bought 2 of them. I don't know how.
Did you? I love this.
Well, it's not even open.
Sweet.
That was like $5. It was no big deal.
Was it? Well, thank you, sir, because I do not own that one, and I definitely love that. I love this movie, man.
I actually like that. I actually like the remake better than the original. Do
you? I love them both. Love them both. Another one I don't own, and I definitely needed it. I don't know if they are doing a 4K on this. I think they are, but I still love this poster, man. Jaws 3, baby. I need to get the 4th one eventually.
Yeah, I had a 3-pack with them all in it, so I had that one extra. I don't know what.
A 3-pack? Oh, yeah, because you probably don't give a fuck about the 4th one, do you?
No, I got the 4th. I got the box set with all 4 of them in there.
All 4, okay. Because when you said 3, I was like, so you don't care about the 4th one?
Well, actually, no, 4. It's 2, 3, and 4. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The 4th one is
yeah, because that's what. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that before. I just love these old school posters. I love these Jaws posters, these painted posters, man. So damn good. And I was surprised you sent this. And I know you said you'd ordered a second copy by accident. This is a really cool slipcover. 88 Films, 1971. Tygon Collection. The Blood on Satan's Claws. Have you seen this?
Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. But I've been buying all those Tygon 88 films. They got great boxes.
Dude,
I'll have to show them off next week.
Yeah. This is a really nice slipcover, dude. Holy shit. It's a cool cover, too. And, see, I'll show this off last. Okay, that is awesome. And recently, Scarpat and we did a watch along for 976 Evil 2, which because me and him had watched the first one, but he got this 8 movie pack, which he said he'd just check them out and then send it to me because I'd been dying to get this 8 movie pack because of 976.
Yeah, I have most of those on Blu-ray except for I didn't have the class in 1999.
Oh, I don't have Unholy.
Or the Unholy, yeah.
976, Ghoulies 3. I've been wanting Unholy. I've been wanting to get Class or Slaughter High. I got
that on Blu-ray. Yeah.
You got the Vestron. I've been dying to get the Vestron of that, but it's always so expensive. Which I think rumor is Vestron might be doing Ghoulies 3 as their next Vestron. I'm surprised we haven't gotten another announcement of any new movies. Or, they usually have been doing like 2 at a time. But yeah, the only 2 I own, or 3 I own Waxwork, Chud 2, 1999, and Shopping Mall. So I got 2, 3. So I owned half of them, which is pretty good though. Because the other ones are really hard to get, so it's worth worth it. Oh, Evan's got like this one, cool slip. Thor: The Dark World, maybe not everyone's favorite. I always enjoyed this one though.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I always enjoyed it. I saw this in the theater actually, and I always liked
Definitely better than what they're putting on now.
exactly. And I Thor is one of my all-time favorites. So
yeah, it's before they really turned Thor into a joke, which is good.
Yeah, I love the first two. I just love Chris Hemsworth. I don't think I could see anybody else as being Thor, man. And speaking of Furiosa, Max Fury Road 3D. This would be cool to see in 3D. And last but not least, this is probably my favorite single, like solo superhero movie, and it's directed by the Russo brothers, baby, who are from Cleveland. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I fucking love this movie so much. I used to rewatch it over and over and over. This is the best solo superhero movie by far, in my opinion. It's the reason why they got Civil War, they got Infinity War, and Endgame, because Russo brothers they just knock it out of the park. They need to get them back to get the fucking Marvel universe in order. Oh, look, and you sent me some toxic waste. Thank you. And little zombie versus shark. Right film facts from Bright Rags. And I thought this was Frankenstein at first, but it is the guy from Pet Cemetery. The end is, or the ground beyond is sour. Cool sticker though.
Is that both boxes I sent you?
Yep. Did you forget to put something in there?
No, well, you got the T-shirt was in there, right?
I know, I'm just fucking with you. I just wanted to see if you thought like you forgot to put it in. And Scarpad called me while I was at work. He's like, motherfucker, they got Thanksgiving shirts they're selling out. You better tell me which one you want ASAP. So I remember he got this last Thanksgiving when the movie came out, and it sold out, and I was super jealous. So he snagged your boy a copy or a shirt. So thank you as always, Scarpad. Can't thank you enough, brother. Love this shirt, man. I believe Scarpad got himself a Thanksgiving shirt. He did get this one last year, and he got himself a new one this year, which is really cool. But I just love this dinner scene with the turkey head and their heads all smashed up. Such a great shirt, man. Such a good one. Which it's weird. I was surprised. It looks like Fright Rag shirts run a little bit bigger, so hopefully this one should be fine. But because I was looking at my Joe Bob one, and I thought that was a 2X. I'm like, you must have snagged me an XL at the time before I switched to double XL. But yeah, Gutter Garb's always getting 2X because
I'm gonna have to
too short. But
take down my background here. We can see my mom in the corner over there. So she gets up and starts going around and going crazy. Let me know. All right, so I do have a couple of things I can show real quick.
See, now they're awesome. Sure.
Want to blow me up?
40th anniversary Terminator shirt too. I could show. Love that one. There you go, brother. Sorry.
So I got this. I think Dylan's already got that one. I love the shirt.
I love that one, man. Such a good one.
So that's what I got. Movies, a few things came in. I tracked down the import second season of Marvel's Daredevil. I got the first season already. These never came out here, I don't believe, because Netflix wouldn't let them out, but I did manage to snag a copy of it for season 2.
Oh, nice. Season 2 is my favorite too.
I have season. Yeah, I got season 1 and season 2. I think I didn't put out the last season. I picked up a lot of old movies this week. I got the 1957 Peggy Castle's Back from the Dead. It's kind of like a horror gothic movie that's supposed to be pretty good from Kino. I got a lot of Kino this week.
Yeah, I saw you got a couple cool ones.
This is Sci-Fi Chillers from collection from Kino.
I knew you'd get those. There. I'm curious about those because those are brand new that Kino's doing.
Yeah, this has got The Unknown Terror from 1957, The Colossus of New York from 58, and Destination Inner Space from 66, which I like that movie. So 3 good ones right now.
Have you seen those 3? Oh, there's 3 on there?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
I'm sure they got 3 separate discs too.
And then they have the Republic Horror Collection, great cover on that as well.
What's Republic?
Republic was a studio that did a lot of the serials, and they only lasted till like 1950. And these are all movies from the 40s: Lady and the Monster, The Phantom Speaks, The Catman of Paris, and Valley of the Zombies.
Oh, that one has 4 then.
So there you go. From Kino. This came fast from Diabolic. Got this to be. I had to go over and get this in Region B because it wasn't around here. I watched the 96 version of Dr. Moreau, Way Out under Dr. Moreau. I thought it was pretty good. Marlon Brando was wacky. Val Kilmer looked like he was in a different movie. So I wanted to see the original, not the original, that's 33. But this is the 77 version with Burt Lancaster and Michael York, the Island Dr. Moreau. I remember this one. I like this one a lot from 101 Films. So want to check that out. I did like the Val Kilmer one too. This was on sale. Dylan let me know about this from Shout Factory, Screen Factory.
Yeah,
this is the one with the Dirk Benedict from Battlestar Galactica turning into a snake. I always liked this one.
Oh, you've seen it, so it is good?
It's good, yeah.
Shit, I should have got it.
And then I love submarine movies, especially ones from the 50s. Great cover on this. Keanu Weber, this is Submarine Command with William Holden.
That is a great cover.
William Bendix. Okay, wait to watch that. And finally, I don't know why I ordered this because I always said that I think this movie was just okay, but I always said the beginning was good, the end was good, the middle is a little slow. I want to rewatch it though. And somehow I think I even bought this. I got the Baghead.
That's a cool cover.
And I think
a lot of people seem to really like that movie.
This is a Blu-ray. I did like it.
Just you wouldn't have bought it necessarily. You must have thrown it in your cart or something and then just accidentally checked out.
I think it was a few after, a few of these.
Yeah.
You know what happens then. Yeah. And then probably the best thing I got this week is this baby down here. This Alien World, which I'm using right now. Alien World.
I was going to say, it's not in the box, motherfucker.
No, I can lift these. 32-inch 4K QD OLED quantum dot. Good stuff. And I'm using it right now, and it looks fantastic. So
I bet it does, motherfucker.
That's my haul for the week.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, Two Gun said you get those during the Kino sale.
I believe I did.
Nice. And Two Gun said awesome shirts. Oh yeah. Thank you as always, brother. Yeah, great haul, bro. So yeah, next Saturday, we got The Crow starring Brandon Lee. So you know that's gonna be a good one. Right after this, I'd say maybe a half hour. So
yeah, 30 minutes from now, probably roughly around 10:30.
10:30.
We'll be doing Pigs.
We'll be doing Pigs on Kick. So if you guys haven't, download Kick, guys. Come
Picking
check
some
it out.
pigs.
Come watch a movie and bullshit with us.
Kick.com. Scarpad. Yeah. Pretty easy.
Yep. I haven't because I'm usually always on with Scarpad, but I also have one, Dylan's Horror Show. But yeah, most importantly, go check Scarpad.
Dylan's picking the movie, but Dylan's gonna be picking the movie for tomorrow night. We don't even know what it is yet. So.
Yeah, I forgot. I'll give you some. You know what I just watched before the stream? That movie Identity. I gotta pick that
That was
movie
good.
up. That is a great fucking movie. It's
Yeah,
been,
that's a good movie.
I don't completely forgot about it. And
With
I
Ray
just
Liotta.
stumbled- Ray Liotta, Cusack. Dude, that is such a good movie, and it's a hard one to find too. I did find like a 2-pack. I think it's got Vacancy and Identity, but they're 2 movies on 1 disc. I guess that's not too bad though. For a Blu-ray,
Vacancy isn't a bad movie either.
I like that one with Luke Wilson. I like that one. But then it was $18. I might have to snag that up because that's such a good movie, dude. I was so impressed, and I have not seen that since I was like a young buck. I really enjoyed that, and I remember I think like my mom and dad watching that, so I really didn't know much about it. But I was like, Ray Liotta, Cusack, this is gonna be great, and Amanda Peet was in it too. Highly recommend that one. So yeah, next Saturday, Crow. Don't forget it. And we'll see you guys hopefully in a bit on Kick while we watch Pigs, man. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. Have some fun. Go to a cookout. Get drunk. Eat some good food. Do some grilling. Do some grilling, baby. And as always, man, we appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. And we'll see you
Am I
next time.
blurry or am I just stoned?
What was that?
Am I blurry or am I stoned? I can't tell.
You're stoned.
No, I look freaking blurry. I don't know.
You're looking a little bluey over here, motherfucker.
You look all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel
I'm
like
blurry,
I
mama.
I think I do look clear, but you don't look blurry. I don't know.
I'm blurry.
But all right, guys, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.
Groovy.